This is day 4 of NBA Recap Part 2. In Game 8, the Washington Wizards took on the Dallas Mavericks, and surprisingly, the Wizards beat the Mavericks 117-107. The leading scorers for the Wizards were Keyshawn George with 34 points and 11 rebounds, and Alex Sarr with 14 points and 9 rebounds. And the leading scorers for the Mavericks were Anthony Davis with 27 points, 13 rebounds, PJ Washington with 18, and Cooper Flagg in his second game with 18. In Game 9, the Timberwolves took on the Lakers, and the final score of the game was the Lakers 128 and the Timberwolves 110. Luka absolutely went crazy. I think he had 32 points in the first half, and he finished with 49, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. The other leading scorers were Austin Reeves with 25 and Hachimura with 23. And for the Timberwolves, the leading scorers were Anthony Edwards with 31 and Julius Randle with 26 points. Game 10, the Warriors took on the Portland Trail Blazers. And unfortunately for the Warriors, it was a back-to-back, and they ended up getting blown out. The final score of the game was the Trailblazers 139-119. The leading scorers for the Trailblazers were Deni Avdija with 26, Toumani Camara with 19, Shaedon Sharpe with 17, and Jeremiah Grant with 22. The leading scorers for the Warriors were Jimmy Butler with 14, Draymond with 12, Kuminga with 16, and Steph still did have 35, 7 for 14 from the three-point line. Game 11 ended up being a very close game between the Sacramento Kings and the Utah Jazz. The final score of the game was the Kings 105 and the Jazz 104. The leading scorers for the Kings were Zach LaVine with 31 points, Dennis Schroeder with 17, and Sabonis with 12 points, 12 rebounds. And the leading scorers for the Jazz were Larry Markkinen with 33 and Keontae George with 18 points, 10 assists. And the last game of the night was a blowout between the Clippers and the Suns. And the final score of the game was the Clippers 129 and the Suns 102. The leading scorers for the Clippers were Kawhi Leonard with 27 points, Derrick Jones Jr. with 17, and James Harden with 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. And the leading scorers for the Suns were Dillon Brooks with 21, Devin Booker with 18, and Royce O'Neal chipped in 11 off the bench.